Hey, what's up everyone? It's DSP and I'm doing a kind of unexpected video tonight. For everyone, who's been asking me, no, I did not attend Evolution 2010 this year. This year, because of what's going on with Super Battle Opera and my chance to basically qualify for Team USA, I've been focusing all my Street Fighter efforts there, and subsequently I've been saving up my money to go to the trip to Tennessee and then hopefully to Japan if I qualify. However, this doesn't mean that I'm not interested in what's going on at EVO. And tonight, I was watching the stream EVO 2010 Super Street Fighter 4 semifinals, and I'm sure this is pretty much live. I'm making this video immediately after I saw it. I want to give you my thoughts on what just happened. Justin Wong just got eliminated from the Super Street Fighter 4 tournament before he made top 8. That's right, he didn't even make it into the top 8. And the biggest news is that he lost first to a Zangief player from California who plays on a gamepad, and then he lost to an Adon player who I believe was from, they were saying either Taiwan or Korea, and I apologize, his name's GamerB, but I didn't pick up on that. But wow, first of all, a lot of people, they're nut huggers, dick riders, they say Justin Wong is the god of fighting games and all that. I think a lot of people just got shut up. Don't get me wrong, Justin Wong is an amazing player, but if anyone were to quit their full-time job and focus only on playing Street Fighter like he's done for the past several years, they'd probably be winning pretty much every tournament they entered as well. I'm sorry to say that. Someone like me, I love fighting games, I love Street Fighter, but I don't want that to become my occupation in my life. So I would never be willing to do something like that. He made that choice, and because of that, he's become the national champion for several years, but I think he just got knocked down a peg. What I really want to talk about is, everyone I'm sure is going to say Justin Wong sucks, Justin Wong this, Justin Wong that, all this controversy. What I really want to say is, this was a long time coming, and to be honest, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. I think the real reason that this happened this year is because there were a lot of different international players who showed up at EVO who usually don't come to the United States. Let me explain what I mean. In the United States, for Street Fighter tournaments, what frequently happens is, in this competitive tournament scene, since the United States doesn't have as much competition as, say, Japan, we really tend to, in our competitive scene, lean towards the most overpowered characters in a fighting game. So, for example, in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, most tournaments saw people picking Chun-Li, Ken, and Yun all the fucking time, and they constantly made the top 3 in every single Third Strike tournament. And don't get me wrong, there are people who like picking other characters, but consistently that was what was happening. When Street Fighter 4 came out, this was like a resurgence in the Street Fighter community, but what did you see? Frequently you saw Sagat, you saw Rufus, you saw Ryu, you saw maybe the top same 5 characters that were winning every single tournament in the United States. And it's kind of sad when you see that, because the truth is, and this is the truth since way back to Super Turbo, which is the game that I love and I play at a competitive level, is that regardless of tiers, if you play a game hard enough, if you put the dedication and time into a game to learn a character, chances are that most characters can be competitive. This was very true in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Even though, sure, there are tiers in that game, and everyone knows T-Hawk kind of sucks, Cammy is pretty much the worst in the game, Blanca's bad. Go look at the results from X-Mania, or go look at the results from Super Battle Opera from the past couple of times that Super Turbo's been there. It's a variety of people and a variety of characters who are winning that tournament, and it's because, again, at a competitive level, overall in these games, if you master these characters, you can win a tournament with them. So it really saddens me because I've kind of been following along the stream the past couple of days to see what was going on, and from what I heard, only one person even entered the tournament with Hakan. Well, I don't think entered the tournament, but kind of made it to the stream, meaning basically everyone was a big pussy. No one wanted to take a chance to try to win with a character like Hakan. I think there were only maybe 1 or 2 guys that made the stream. It seemed like everyone was, again, picking maybe the same 10 characters, the ones that we know are good, the staples, the Shotos, the Guiles. A lot of people picked Jury, but then there were a lot of Rufuses, Chun-Li's, who everyone says is better in this game, Abel, who everyone says is better in this version of the game. And it saddens me when you don't see some of these other newer characters getting picked when the potential, I feel, is there. It's not like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 where there was one godlike tier that dominated the entire game and then no one else really had a chance. I think that Super Street Fighter 4 is really going to be more like Super Turbo, where when it comes down to it, there will be a lot of characters who will play at a competitive level when people put the time in to learn these characters. So, getting back to the subject of Justin Wong's loss tonight, am I at all surprised that Justin Wong lost? If this were a tournament where it was the same old faces who had shown up, I would say, yes, I'd be super surprised that Justin Wong was upset in this tournament, because, like I said, the competitive tournament scene, as long as I've been involved in it, seems to have this plague of people who just want to abuse the top tiers in the United States. And that's sad, because, like I said, there are a lot of games where there's capability for these characters who aren't overpowered or known to be in the top tier, that they can win if you put more time and more effort into learning the characters and the gameplay. So, what I really feel has happened with Justin is, since he's dedicated his full time to learning these games, he's pretty much just said, well, I can't learn absolutely everything, especially when I play all games. He doesn't just play Street Fighter 4, he played Street Fighter 3, he played Marvel 2, he played TVC, he plays a whole bunch of different games. And so he says, I'm just going to learn, you know, these top tier strategies and maybe learn one or two other characters so I have alternates just in case there's a really bad matchup situation when I play in a tournament. Well, I think finally today, we've learned definitively it doesn't fucking work when you get a tournament like EVO this year, which had 1,700, approximately 1,700 entrants. It's not just like the old days where there used to be a couple hundred people, maybe 20 of them were actually good. I mean, I get the feeling there were a lot of really good players at EVO this year that were really dedicated to playing Super Street Fighter 4. I would say even more so than last year, because when Street Fighter 4 was released, at first a lot of people were probably apprehensive and weren't sure if the game was going to be a competitive game. They weren't sure if it was going to be good or if it was going to be, you know, broken, and they weren't going to want to play it. But now that people are seeing that the game is worthy of being tournament worthy, there's now these third-party companies who are sponsoring players and taking them into the fold and paying them to go to these tournaments and represent their products. It's now to the point where, you know, a lot of people are taking this seriously. And I really feel that as a country, if the United States is really going to progress and be as good as a country like Japan, we're going to have to cut out this easy mode bullshit, stop playing the same handful of fucking characters because it's easy to win with them, and instead we're going to have to sit down and learn every character and learn the matchups and put in the work and dedication to really be good. That's the bottom line. And, you know, it really frustrates me because results dictate easy mode mentality. And when I say that, I mean, take a look at the SBO results for the past 5 to 10 years. Every time that the US gets in, you know, an SBO invite for any game, and I'm not just talking Super Turbo, I'm talking Third Strike, I'm talking, you know, any game that we go there for, it seems like when it comes to Street Fighter, the people who qualify are picking these top tier characters, and as soon as they get over there, they get their asses fucking slapped around and handed to them, including Justin Wong, who pretty much goes to SBO every year for free because he qualifies somewhere, goes to Japan, and gets his ass beat. So it's pathetic. It really is. I mean, in the US, it seems like the competitive gaming aspect of fighting games is finally, at this point, just starting to come to the forefront. It's becoming almost like a tournament sport where someone like Justin could play it full time and make enough money and get enough sponsorship to do it as a job as opposed to just a hobby like it is for me. And so now I think it's going to be time where people are going to start to take it a lot more seriously. People like Justin Wong are going to have a lot harder time winning all the time. I know that, you know, Justin's loss is going to cause all this kind of controversy and all that, but, you know, just keep in mind, again, it's this US mentality is the reason why he lost. He's probably never fought a good Zangief, because since Zangief was toned down in Super Street Fighter 4, no one picks him anymore. I mean, let's be honest, I go online, even online, I don't see as many Zangiefs anymore. They're all doing the same stuff from Street Fighter 4. No one's really learned the changes. This one guy comes out from California, plays on a fucking gamepad, and beats everyone's ass. It's pathetic. And then, an Adon player? Adon, from all, you know, reports, is one of the hardest characters to learn in this game, because he has no actual easy chains. They're all really precise timing links to even get anything to combo with him. And what this guy was pulling off tonight against Justin was fucking amazing. He was doing shit I've never seen before. Jabs into fierces into fucking knee. And you know, yeah, he was doing the FADC into the Ultra constantly. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, but he was fucking mind-fucking Justin Wong. Because Justin had no idea what the capabilities of this character were. And it's sad because he's supposed to be our national champion, and the kid doesn't even understand a lot of the characters in the game after it's already been out for over 2 months. So, I guess it is what it is. It's sad that, you know, our national champion is out of the tournament, but at least this is going to give an opportunity for others to step up. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the rest of the tournament. However, it all depends. I'm probably going to be busy tomorrow. I don't have a whole weekend to watch an EVO stream. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. And just as a proof, you know, that someone like Justin Wong isn't, you know, invincible, Justin Wong was pretty much beating everyone on the East Coast in Super Turbo until I stepped up a couple years ago and I beat him twice, once at EVO East 2006 and once in 2007. And basically then he came to me and he said, Phil, you're the best Super Turbo player on the East Coast. I mean, hands down, you know, and it's not my specialty. You know, I try to learn this top tier stuff, but you are the best. And, you know, since then, it's kind of sucks because there really hasn't been anything going on. There hasn't been an EVO East. I haven't gone to EVO since 2007. I've been too busy with other stuff in my life. But it is what it is. And so learning this just basic top tier stuff is not going to hang it anymore in the United States. So I hope the players understand that. And I hope that this kind of motivates people. I hope that this motivates people to know that if you like a game and you like a character in the game, don't listen to tier rankings. Don't listen to this fucking naysaying bullshit. You're going to take your licks if it's a character who's not as good as the other characters. But let me tell you something. If you focus on playing that character, you learn the matchups, you really dedicate the time, and you get the experience, chances are you will get wins. I'm not saying you're going to be the fucking world champion, but you're going to represent and you're going to get wins. It's that simple. You're going to run into tournaments like this where people aren't prepared to face these characters that, you know, aren't commonplace, and they're going to get fucked up. So, if anything, this results of this tournament hopefully will motivate more people to pick more variety of characters. And when I say that, I don't mean that tomorrow, if I go online, I see 72,000 fucking add-ons. I mean that people actually pick the characters that they like the character design of and the fighting style of, and they run with that. Me, myself, I've known this, and you know what? As you've seen on my DSP Street Fighter channel, I've been motivated, and I've been picking Hakan, and to be completely honest, I haven't really dedicated myself to Super Street Fighter 4 because I'm playing for SPO, but as soon as SPO is over, if there's local tournaments, I'm going to do my damnedest to get to them and to play with Hakan, to learn him, and to do well. Because I think Hakan is a character that has massive potential, and no one in the US has really explored it because they're all fucking lazy. The only other one piece of proof that I can really add to this argument is that Long Island Joe, don't get me wrong, he's a good guy, but last year he was one of the best in the US at at regular Street Fighter 4. This year he said, you know what, I'm going to stick with my character Sagat. I'm going to stick with him. And what happened? Guess what? He got fucking hosed, okay? He didn't get completely thrown out of the tournament right away, but he didn't make top 8. He didn't make, I don't think he even made top 16. I think he was in the top 32. And out of that, no one else picked Sagat. I think it's really because this proves the reason that everyone was winning with Sagat last year is not because they were actually good at the game or because they were actually, you know, masters of what was going on in matchups. They just picked an overpowered character, played him as long as they could, and now that he's toned down, everyone's dropping him like fucking flies. It's pathetic. And that's the mentality in the US. So, anyway, crazy hype on the stream. I have to actually give props to the EVO staff and also to the people who were running the stream. Yesterday the stream sucked dick because they had it up with like some Twitter chat or whatever, but they ditched that. Today the stream was excellent. It dropped maybe once, but besides that I've been watching it for like 3 or 4 hours at this top 32. Excellent quality, good job guys. I give you a lot of props for that. It's hard to pull off when you have people, you know, constantly jumping on the stream, and you really pulled through there in the top 32. I hope that everything goes well tomorrow for the finals. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it, but good job. And that's it. So, take heart. I say, you know, if you like fighting games, don't be discouraged when you see the same people winning all the time. I get the feeling this is going to change now. I get the feeling there's enough people playing these games that they're going to start picking new characters, and we're going to see some changes. And I hope that's true. And hopefully, I'll deliver next year, and my Hakan will kick everyone's ass. But a lot of time between now and then. So, this is DSP. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you, you like the fact that I kind of speak out my mind when I see stuff like this. And if anything else ever comes up in the community like this, I will also speak my mind. So, thanks a lot, and I'll see you later.